So the first thing we need to know about this is that each of these three sections has the identical structure. There's a case, an if, and then a ruling, then. The first one is past tense, haya rochev. Past tense means case. And then here we have future tense, ruling. Here we have an actual if, im, telling us it's, guess what? A case. And then future tense for a ruling. And third, another im for another case. And future tense for, you guessed it, a ruling. Now, the first one is haya rochev al hachamor. If he was riding on a donkey, then future tense, he should get down. This is not a general polemic against donkey riding, although I may agree that donkey riding is in general a bad idea. It is actually to be understood in the context of our perek. It is about saying the Amidah. If he was riding on a donkey and he needed to say the Amidah, then he should get down. Because when saying the Amidah, one is supposed to, go figure, omed. So, case, if he was riding on a donkey and it was time to say Amidah, he should get down. Step 2. And if eino yachol lered, if he is unable to get down, right? If he can't do the ideal thing, then we have option B. Then he should turn his face. Turn his face around and around and around in circles like a weird doll? No, probably not. But we don't yet know from here where he's turning his face to. We will get to that. Case number 3. If he cannot even turn his face, eino yachol lehachzir et panav. Just notice the repetition of the terms. Yered, eino yachol lered. Yachzir et panav, eino yachol lachzir et panav. If he cannot turn his face, then, future tense, he should direct lechaven, like kavana or kivun. He should direct his heart toward the Kodesh Kodeshim, the Holy of Holies, the temple. And we can kind of infer that the temple is not only the spiritual destination, direction for his heart, but is also, in the previous case, the physical direction in which he would turn his face. So we have here, Elechatchila, he should get down and stand on the ground, and because it's the Amida. B'diavad, he can't do the lechatchila thing. We have option 2. But the Mishnah then considers the possibility that in some situations, even the primary b'diavad would be impossible. We will talk about why or when that would be. And so, in this case, unusually, they actually give us a third option, right? Partially to make clear that even if you are in a place or in a situation where you can't stand and or face the temple, that doesn't mean you should not pray. You pray anyway. You just do it in whatever way is possible. The last line. Notice this is the third line we just did. If he can't turn his face, he directs his heart. Here, haya yoshev bisfina o b'korona ba'asta. If he was, again, notice we returned to the original form, the past tense. He was doing this. If he was sitting in a boat, a wagon, or a raft, future tense, then he should direct his heart. You should understand that these are just 3 situations where the Mishnah is presuming it would be, as we said before, impossible either to stand or to turn one's face. Why would that be? Well, in a boat, you can imagine if you're in a small boat on the water that it might be impossible to stand up. You could also easily imagine that if you're in a boat out on the water, you may not be able to figure out what direction Jerusalem is, or what direction the temple is. A wagon, if you imagine a horse-drawn carriage going from town to town, you are likely squished into the carriage seat, and especially if you are not driving said carriage, not only standing up, but really turning your body in any sense might be out of the question. And so these might be examples where you are unable even to turn your face, and we have to rely on the one the one option that doesn't involve any kind of moving of the body, which is directing your heart.